So I just talked to a dear friend who's a priest, and man, hearing him talk about confession, he's like, I just got a confession of a guy who hadn't been in 35 years. Now, he didn't tell me any details or who the guy was because they can't ever break that seal of confession. But he said, every time I'm sitting down hearing confessions, it's like I get a front row seat to grace. I get a front row seat to seeing the prodigal son come home. And he's like, it's this intimacy with Jesus where I can almost hear his heart beating, and his heart speaks to heart, and to be able to liberate people with the power and love of the gospel. And he said, every time someone sits down, they sound nervous, I just tell them, Jesus is so excited that you're here right now. What a grace that is. Now, not every priest is that mentally present to what's happening in confession. Sometimes it might be someone crotchety, but the reality is, and by the way, I've almost never encountered that in all my years as a Catholic, the reality is that is what happens in confession. Jesus is there waiting for you and rejoices to receive that intimate part of you, your brokenness and sin. Never hold back from confession.